Hey, happy Saturday. Gonna do a quick weekend get ready with me. Hope you can stick around. Using my 3D foundation, I'm gonna use my Camo or concealer shade this morning. I'm really red around my eyes for some reason this morning. So using a little bit of Mango with the buff brush and just applying that just everywhere I need a little extra coverage. It's really gonna help out today. And Mango is a great color corrector concealer shade. And for some of us, we can even use Mango as our all-over shade. One of my favorite shades for women my age. We have a lot of discoloration, a lot of melasma. So I'm just kind of going in and really doing that first. And I think this is a great way to get started with a little color correcting in my makeup palette. Now that I've done some color correcting, I'm going to switch over to the detail brush and pick up some of my contour shade. I'm going to go ahead and contour up underneath my cheekbones. Just cupping and kind of swooping that up underneath from my ear to about the outside of my eye. I also like to contour up on my forehead. I don't wear bangs, so my forehead is quite long or larger, taller, if you want to call it that. And so adding some contour up here on my forehead really just adds that shadow and helps drop your eye down so that you focus more on my eyes. Finally, I'm going to contour along my jawline. Now, picking up my detail brush and dabbing it into my contour shade, I'm going to kind of start about here and run it up underneath my jawline up towards my ear, right along my jawline. I'm not really going along the side of my face as much as I'm going right along that bone and pulling that color down my neck a bit, just to add a shadow and help separate my jaw from my neck. Really makes a difference when we do this, especially as we get older. We tend to get, more loose skin. That definition between our jaw and our neck tends to kind of disappear on us, right? Flipping over to the other side of my detail brush, I like the smaller end for picking up a bit of my brightener highlight. And I'm going to bring some highlight right on the inside of my eye. I'm not going directly underneath my eye where I had just color corrected, but actually kind of going up outside of my eye along and above my contour on the outside, and the inside of my eye kind of pulling that down. I'll blend that in when I go to add my main shade. We'll kind of blend these together and soften it, but just adding some brightener here really gives you a lift to your eye and your face. Up here in the center of my forehead and down my nose also helps brighten this part of your face and kind of gives you that glow. With the majority of my face, either with some contour, color corrector, and some brightener, I really don't need much of my main highlight shade. I'm just going to dab in with the other side of that buff brush and just kind of come in, not really adding much of this makeup. I'm just kind of strategically placing it in a few areas where I need a little extra coverage or areas that I did not add any. And then we're going to blend it together. That's the great thing about this makeup, is that a little bit goes such a long way. And when you have more than one or two highlight shades, by having 3 highlight shades, no matter what's going on with your face, with the time of year, the time of month, the time of day, you have shades that are going to work for your skin tone. I'm just going to use the big side of my buff brush, the larger side, and I'm just going to start tapping and gently blending in the different highlight shades that I have on my face. And working up my contour, making sure there's no harsh lines, and just really making sure that my foundation is blended together. And it should do that seamlessly. The other nice thing is it's been sitting on my face for a bit, so it's warmed up, and it does. It blends in so easily this way. Okay. I already put a little bit of Desert Sunset on my lips. I'm going to grab that same brush, my buff brush, that larger end, tap into some Desert Sunset. I like this. It's a really pretty fall peachy shade. It's a glossy, so it just is not too dark. It's not too light. I really love this shade, especially if you're a fan of more peach tones. This is a great shade to get, and that's called Desert Sunset. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Georgia Powder Illuminator. It's a really pretty gold powder illuminator, and I'm just going to dust just a bit on the highest part of my cheekbones. I don't know if you can see that. It's really pretty. This is the blend brush. It's really great for applying your powder illuminators. Dust a little bit down my nose. Really simple, just a little extra shimmer for the weekend. Why not, right? Go ahead and set my makeup. I like to use my setting spray and the big fluffy end of my blush and bronzer brush. I'm just going to spritz some on that brush and then just tap it all over to set my makeup for the day. I think I have so much more control applying my setting spray this way, and it really does get where I want it to go and not all over the room or in my hair or anywhere else, in my mouth, you know what I mean. So anyway, I think that's a great way to apply your setting sprays. Just spritz it on the end of your blush and bronzer brush, or even on the end of a perfector sponge. That'll work as well. Just did a really quick monochromatic eyeshadow look with Bubba, which is a matte, and Ginger, which is a shimmer that almost matches it. So just a little bit of the matte on my lid and then a little bit of shimmer rubbed over the bottom part of my lid, and that's it. So good to go. Hope you have a great weekend, and let me know if you have any questions about today's Get Ready With Me, and message me if you want to know more. Thanks.